Welcome back to Restore Thrive. We're asking the question, are you ready to run? This is standard number 6. Standard number 6 is all about what we call hip flexion. Can you get your knee above the crease of your hip and hold it there? Now, when we run, we're generally not going to run with our knee all the way up at this level. But if we can't hold our knee in this position, this is a sign that we don't have strength through the front of our hip to really drive that leg as we're picking it up. The other thing it can be a symptom of is stiffness through the back of the hip. So our simple test for hip flexion is, can you pull your knee up above the crease of your hip, get tall, let go of that knee, let that foot relax, and hold that knee up above the crease of your hip for 30 seconds. If you can hold that on both sides for 30 seconds, you pass the hip flexion test. If you couldn't hold it up, or you don't have the range of motion to get your knee all the way above the crease of your hip, here's a simple hip mobilization to improve that hip flexion motion. What you're going to do is drop down on one knee. You're going to put one leg in front of you, and I'm going to put my hand and my arm inside my front leg to keep that knee out in good position. From here, all I'm going to do is start to move my forward leg into a straight position or into that deep hip flexed position. When we get here, we want to look at, where is my knee and my hip? My hip's below the crease of my knee. That's that in-range hip flexion that we need for full hip function. And so what we'll do is just spend some time moving in and out of that shape, visiting both corners of that hip range of motion that you need. And after we've got 15 to 20 reps in both directions, we'll stand back up and we'll retest. And what we should notice is now, when we pick that knee up, that feels a lot easier to hold in that position. I don't feel that restriction in the back of my hip that I did when we started. So give that mobilization and test a try. Let us know what you think, and if you have any other questions, you can find us on restorethrive.com.